You may be able to build a portfolio, protecting your pocket at the same time, giving you an idea as to what's possible for you, whether it's today or whether it's in the next 6 months or maybe 2 years. But how do we come up with a game plan that's right for you, that really does fit your vision as to what you would like to be able to experience and protect your pocket along the way? Now, in this pre-coaching component, there's a mixture of, like I said, a coach that will help direct you towards the live training, but there's also some online training modules that are just going to really prepare you for the live training component. Really get your mindset, really ready to get the most value you can out of the live training. And at the live training, we really pull it apart. It's a value-packed full day of content, and I'm always there personally. It's something I take very, very personally. I love to work with people. I love to make sure that everyone gets what they really do need. It starts by really sharing the three foundations behind creating wealth with property. I call it getting street smart. We'll drill right down into that and make sure that you get a real good connection with those three foundational strategies. Then I want to show you exactly how we target where to buy. How do we narrow down those 7 indicators that I use, those 7 drivers that help us identify the next hotspots that are emerging around Australia. So I want to show you that checklist. I want to share with you the many facets of what I've learned over more than 20 years that help me target where to buy. Then I'll give you my checklist. So I've got a 20 plus point checklist. A 25-point checklist will be shared with you, showing you how to target what to buy. It's my acquisition checklist, and it's a must-have. It narrows down from just where to buy down to what specific property type will give you the best results in that particular market. So I'll share that checklist with you, take you through that. Then I want to share with you my actual checklist I use to control the deal. A lot of people get this stuff really wrong. This is where most mistakes happen, is not controlling the deal. How do we make sure that we pay the right price for a property every time? How do we make sure that we don't get stitched up and someone move the goalpost somewhere through the purchasing part of securing your property, and a whole range of other things. We've got a 30-point checklist I'll take you through, teaching you how to control the deal. Then I want to show you how you put those properties to work for you. I call it duplication. How do we buy one property that will help you buy multiples of properties as quickly as possible? I like to turn one property into three into 5. I want to show you my duplication formula. Now, it's a great day of content. We'll have multiples of breaks, morning tea, afternoon tea, and so forth. But we want to take a nice break before we come back for one of the best bonus items, the hotspotting class that I put on at the end of the day. So we'll take a good meal break. We'll be joined by plenty of people. Usually the room doubles in size. Past graduates that have been through my lunch money training in the past will join us as well. I just love people coming through this training, not to just get the checklists on how to do this. I love them to see how to apply it. So through the hotspotting content, which will be after the break, you'll not only see where people that are using my model are buying now, you'll get to meet those people. You'll get to exchange phone numbers, become Facebook friends, whatever it is you would like. I love total transparency. So you'll get a really good hands-on approach to how we're using the checklists and how we're targeting the next hotspots around Australia. Usually there's at least 3 to 5 markets that are really hot right now, and I love to share that with the people that are there for the education on the day, but particularly the graduates of my program who follow me. We're like a little group of locusts that go around the country buying the best properties at the best stages of a cycle. So you'll get a really great insight into that world. Now, if you want to know when the dates are for these trainings, please just click on the Register Now button. When you go to the Register Now button, you'll see the dates and locations of multiple trainings around the country that are coming up. We've got a great range of locations. So please, when you check on the Register Now button, you'll be able to see all of those dates and locations and come up with one that really does fit your calendar really well. And I really hope you'll come along. Like I said, I'm always at these live trainings. It's something I feel very passionate about, to make sure that everyone walks away going, wow, how much value did we just get out of that? That was crazy. I see people spending, unfortunately, way too many thousands of dollars to try to get hold of a fraction of this content. everyone's usually blown away with the content they get, the way we deliver it, the accuracy of what we're delivering, the testimonial type, examples that are in the room, the people they meet while they're grabbing a cup of coffee that are just up to their third or fourth property, and they're mum and dad investors, novice investors that are just following a great little system. After it though, after you get through the life training, I also like to make sure that you don't walk away with questions. I want to make sure that you don't, walk away going, well, I think I got a bit of an idea how to do this. I want to make sure that there's a full personalised action plan report produced for you. You may have some last minute questions, you may have some roadblocks, you may need to work a little bit more with your coach, but the reality is my commitment to you is by the end of this training, even though it's a small price you're paying, I want to make sure you walk away with a full personalized action plan report so you know what you need to do to really get, to get traction, to get into the property market and get a great result for yourself. So that personalized action plan report will be supplied to you. Now, the big bonus is, of course, I don't want you to come on your own and your spouse to miss out. It's very hard to go back and explain to your partner, your husband or wife, how it works. This is what we do, and and try and explain it. Phil suggested this. There was checklists for that. It's a great day, and I find that even the most reserved partners tend to be the ones that walk away at the end of the day going, wow, I really did get that. I understood it. He broke it down into such simple terms. I understand it. Most of the fear is now gone because most most fear is about not really knowing or understanding what to do next. So usually by sharing how it works, getting a real great simple way of looking at many of the factors behind successful property investing makes the partner that wasn't that interested quite excited by the possibility of being a property investor. So that's a bonus item to you. Your partner will get to come free of charge. Now that may be your brother, that may be your mother, it could be your best mate, whoever it is that you want to invest with. And I don't mind, seriously, I don't mind, so long as you genuinely go, this is the person I want to invest with. Of course they need to be there, and in most cases that is the husband or wife, but please take me up on that offer. It's a bonus item, it's yours for free, 2 tickets for the price of 1. Now the lunch money investing system, let's just run through it again. The pre-coaching component starts pretty much within the next a few days to a week. Your coach will reach out to you, start extracting some of those ideas and start shaping some of your mindset behind, what might be possible by coming through this system. If you're busy, don't worry, guys. If you're a busy person, please understand that this is mostly done for you. There's some elements that you can check out and a little bit of education you can grab hold of before you even get to the 1 day. But the reality is a lot of the pre-coaching component, if you're busy, can be kind of done for you, and the coaches will explain that to you. They can extract some of the numbers, get a feel for where you're at, and just help shape your thinking before you get to the 1 day training. At the 1 day training, it's a live event that I love being part of. I'm always there. I'm always presenting the content throughout the day, and there'll be a mixture of a nice, comfortable, well-paced day that certainly is I think comes to a highlight when you start seeing all of the simple systems that we use layered together in a recipe for buying, and where we're using that today in Australia. We're buyers, we're not sellers. We love buying property. So from a purchase perspective, having the ability to use these systems and see how to apply it in Australia today is the cream on the cake. And most people get to that point and go, wow, this has just been incredible value and really a big eye opener. So after the live training, I want to make sure that you don't walk away and have concerns or have questions that aren't answered. Of course, like I said just a second ago, we will conduct a post-coaching element allowing you to have any questions answered. Make sure you're very clear on the next action steps that you should take, and that'll all be wrapped up into an action plan report for you at the end of the training. And also the bonus items, of course. Like I said, you're very welcome to come to the hot spotting. That's one big bonus, but your partner coming along for free is definitely included. And all for a cost of just $497. Like I look at the trainings that I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on, and I don't regret them, but I kind of look back now and go, wow, it's certainly bizarre when you're paying $5,000 or $7,000 for a training. that was a lot of general information, a little bit of gold layer through it, but mostly undoable. You know, if you had 100 people in the room, you'd be lucky to be able to have 3 people, you know, sort of a year later that have actually gotten traction from that model. More than 70% of people that come through this model, it's 72% at the moment, more than 70% of people that come through this model they literally own a lunch money property within 12 months of completing this program. And statistically, we are just